Hello and welcome to Walking Wartime, and today we're in the village of Rackheath and we're here to see the memorial for the 467th. Let's go check it out. Formed at Mountain Home Army Airfield, Idaho, and activated on the 8th of September 1943, was the 467th Bomb Group. After various training in bases in Utah, the group arrived at RAF Rackheath in early 1944. Joining the 2nd Division 8th Army Air Force, made up of consolidated B-24 Liberators. The group were made up of 4 bomb squadrons, the 788th, the 789th, the 790th, and the 791st. The 788th arrived with the 467th in early 1944, but would be attached to the 8th Composite Command to perform special missions over occupied Europe and Nazi Germany. They flew black-painted aircrafts equipped with flame dampeners and noise suppression equipment. The missions were to parachute Allied agents and retrieve others, and the supplying to resistance forces as well as leaflet drops. By August 1944, they would return to Rackheath to continue in routine bombing missions. The 789th, arriving with the group in 1944, went straight into bombing missions, hitting strategic targets such as a harbour in Kiel, chemical plants in Bonn, textile factories at Stuttgart, power plants at Hamm, steelworks at Osnabrück, and an aircraft industry in Brunswick. They would also take part in the Battle of the Bulge, attacking fortifications and communications of German lines, and to hit enemy transport to help in the Allied assault across the Rhine. The 790th also flew the Bonn, Stuttgart and Brunswick missions. On D-Day they attacked short installations and bridges near Cherbourg Naval Base. They also flew in Operation Cobra, the breakout at St. Lo, bombing concentrations of troop and supply dumps near Montreuil. The 791st was also one of the original 4 squadrons that came over with the 467th, sharing the same missions as the others. They also flew in Operation Varsity, which was the airborne assault across the Rhine on March 1945. The squadron flew their last mission on the 25th of April 1945. The 467th were part of the 96th Combat Bombardment Wing, with the 458th based at Horsham St. Faith, and the 466th based at Attlebridge. The group was led by Colonel Albert J. Shower, not the most well-liked leader, but he got the best results by pushing the group to their limits. On days with rain and cloud cover, he would make them train and practice formations. He would fly out with the groups in a P-47 Thunderbolt nicknamed Little Pete, to make sure they kept tight formations and met them on the way back to see who was hurt, what damage was sustained, and which B-24 needed the most attention. Although the men feared him, he was still a hero. Shower was the only group commander to stay with the same group from the beginning to the end of the war. Rackheath was home to the B-24 Liberator Witchcraft, part of the 790th Bomb Squadron, famously completing 130 missions, more than any other aircraft in the 2nd Division. Witchcraft never once turned back from a mission. None of her crew were injured or killed and came back unscathed. Sold for scrap on October 3rd, 1945, then in the 80s a B-24 that was once used by the RAF and the Indian Air Force was purchased by the Collins Foundation. Fully restored and painted to look like Witchcraft, it is still airworthy today. The 467th set an unsurpassed record for bombing accuracy on the 15th of April 1945, holding the record for bombing accuracy in the 8th Air Force. The target was Ponta de Grava and was a 100% strike. Departing from England in July 1945 to be converted from B-24 Liberators to B-29 Superfortresses, so they could be trained up for the Pacific Theatre. But their deployment was cancelled due to the end of the Pacific War in August 1945. They were inactivated on the 4th of August 1946. The war was over and all the men had gone home. Years have passed here at Rackheath. Remnants of the airfield remain, along with the control tower and buildings. The world moved on, but a village remembers.